The group filed its paperwork this afternoon to try to put legalizing marijuana to a vote in Nevada. Brandon Riddiman joins us in the studio with more. Brandon, are they trying to get this on this year's ballot?
No, Wendy, they're shooting for 2012, and they'll need to get close to 100,000 signatures this year to do that. Then the 2011 legislature will have a chance to review this thing and make its changes. Nevada's voted down legalizing pot before, but supporters promise this proposal has more regulation, and they're playing up the tax money the state could get from this.
Walking into the state capitol, Dave Schwartz with Nevadans for Sensible Marijuana Laws filed his group's initiative. Here are some of the basic provisions if it does become law. It would be legal for adults to possess an ounce or less of pot, which should be enough to last one person a while. However, you'd have to be over 21, you'd have to buy it from a state-approved store, and you couldn't use it in public. And here's the part they say benefits the state. The state would receive $50 an ounce in excise taxes from the growers, plus the end user pays sales tax on whatever they buy.
California is looking at $1.4 billion in revenue a year. Now, of course, Nevada is not California, but we will be looking at revenue.
Supporters say they're still working on projections for Nevada's financial gain. Meantime, opponents are blasting the notion this is all coming up again.
Go back to biblical times and take a look at places called Sodom and Gomorrah and see where we're headed with a lot of this stuff today.
Aside from hammering the idea of legalizing pot as immoral, Washoe County DA Dick Gamick is skeptical of claims it would really help fix the state's financial problem.
Who's going to go to a store and buy marijuana and pay taxes on it when they can just drop some seeds in a cup somewhere and raise it themselves?
But supporters say marijuana would only be available in pot shops, which would be licensed by the state and limited to about 120 stores statewide. And it doesn't provide for growing your own. You could have a plant that weighed less than an ounce, but that wouldn't be enough to harvest from. Gamick shared another concern.
Wait a minute. Oh, I got to take a little toke. Now let's go ahead with the surgery. How many of you want to get on an airplane where your pilot in command is busy toking?
But supporters say nothing in the proposed law would make that happen, and they won't restrict workplace rules that ban pot or require drug tests on employees.
They can be fired for it or sanctioned. Those stay in place. We are not trying to take those away.
Well, if this does come down to a vote, it's all going to depend on what Nevadans think about marijuana. Detractors say that pot's a gateway drug, leading to people to become less constructive and lead less healthy lives. Supporters say the vast majority of pot users, though, don't go on to other drugs. They don't argue that pot's especially healthy for you, but they say it's less dangerous than alcohol. Expect to hear a lot more debate on this in the next couple years. Covering the story, Brandon Riddiman, Channel 2 News.